Made a video the other day and I was about restoring this old A model, and the original front axle was all the way up there, as you can see, and I got this new one right here. It's not new, but that one up there is just torn up. But we're going to sandblast this thing, and I don't know personally, or I just don't know, and please tell me in the comments if I should, because I really don't know. Do we take the gauges out like when we sandblast it? Because this one doesn't have glass, so that one should be okay, but I don't know, especially because this one, and I really want to keep this one because that's the original International gauge. But other than that, should we take the gauges off? But that's not really the reason I was making this video. Just kind of update around the farm though. And the next thing we're gonna really update is give you an update on this Cub Cadet 127. I ended up trying to videotape it, but turns up I forgot to push the record button, so my bad. And other than that, we're doing really good on this thing. Actually, we've been making a lot of progress, but we've been working on something else I'll show you in a second. It's new to our farm, so that's really good. And I'm going to be working on it. But we got this thing actually cranked up, and it ran for a couple of minutes, but we ended up just turning it off due to the well, it was just really wet, and we didn't want to tear up the motor somehow or some way, so we just turned it off and been leaving it right there till we'll replace this old tire with it spare till we get a new hydro tire. But yeah, so the 127 is doing really good. We got this hood off the tractor that used to be right over there, the Cub Cadet, because this 127 didn't have a hood when my grandpa bought it, so I ended up taking that hood off that one. And next, on my personal phone, I've been getting a lot of people asking me about this H, and some people have already identified it as a 39H. So that's the first year the H's, M's, and A models were made. All three of them came out together. So this is actually the first couple H's. If I remember correctly, this one is very close to the first H. I think it might be the second or third H. I don't know, but it's either from span from 1st to 15. I don't know, but a lot of y'all were also asking about this. Most people already identified it as a Scout or Jeep body, and of course, I'm an International or Farmall guy, so it is a Scout body, or a Scout frame, not a body. And over here, this is the customer's Cub, and we're fixing it right now. We haven't got to really much, but still fixing it. And I've been also asking about this International 354. We have not gotten to work on it. It's just been sitting here for a long time. And hydraulic issues, but other than that, I don't think anything happened, because that's what I was told. And here's the new addition to the farm. We bought it a couple years back, but we left her in the junkyard pretty much. But it was just up there, up in the woods over there, instead of the junkyard that's down there. But this is a Farmall Super C. You can see it better on this side if I remember right. Yep, you can. But this tractor actually has pretty good back tires, but the front tires, they're not so good at all. And also, we're missing a spring behind the seat, and that's kind of rusty and everything. And the pan seat, or the pot seat, whatever you want to call it, something big has sat in it. Really big. Because I don't think anything has been done to the seat. I think it was a person. So that's pretty sad. I'm sorry if you were the original owner, but I just had to pull that out there, because from when we bought it, it was like this. So I don't really know. I think it was a person. But as you can see here, that is the International Harvester serial number. But this is not the actual tractor for the serial number. See, it says FC. This is a Super C. But right now, all I really know is pretty nice front wheel weights. I didn't really notice that. But Farmalls never really look complete, especially if they're in the letter series, without an old good wheel weight. But back tire is nice. Front tires aren't that good. And we need to repair the motor block, or engine, whatever you want to call it. And this throttle, it'll move up, but only to right here, where that knob somebody put on there stops it. But I'm guessing these are hydraulics. I don't have a Super C. We have a C right there, but that's my brother's right there. But yeah, that's my brother's. Yeah, we're completely missing the whole radiator. But for right now, which is the easier one, we have old Super C motor right here, which we're going to take off this block, motor block, or just motor in general. Take all that off, and we might sandblast it, but I think we're going to do it later. Just take all that off. We can fix this one, put this one in for the time being, and then take it out once I fix this one, because I want to have it all original pretty much. And next, I don't know if you'll watch my other videos, you'll notice that probably that this truck has new tires on it. We only put new tires on this one side, so that's why it's tilted like that. But they're all not keeping air because they're about 20 to 30 years old. Let's just say the older tires, especially that one, is not in good shape. So we're taking out this motor, as I said earlier, to put in another one. This one has about 200 horsepower, and the new one in the other Scout has about 250. And also, under this is a two-wheel drive truck, but we're going to put a four-wheel drive front axle under the front axle, of course. So since that one's already four-wheel drive, or it drives by itself, this one drives by itself that we'll put in it. So we'll have a four-wheel drive truck. And what we're going to do with this 200 horsepower motor, well, it's something I don't think a lot of people would have the brains to do, but not that I'm calling me smart. I'm pretty dumb over here. That's why I'm saying I would do this. But see this F12 right here? I have another one right there, but I'm probably going to be using this one. I'm going to extend the frame, put new tires on it, get that 200 horsepower motor, plop it in this old thing, do all that, and then I have another F20 or F12, but this is the F12 body. And if there's anything left on this one, I'm going to put a Predator engine in it. If you know what that is. And those things work pretty good, but also, these wheels are right, but that's a 39H wheel, so that's pretty cool. And I might put it on my H. This H and this 39H, or the other 39H we have down there. But also, a lot of people have been asking about this on my personal phone. This 450. We had this thing out and running a good bit yesterday, and that's all I can pretty much say we did. Other than that, there wasn't much we did with it. This Cub has been used a lot, and this is pretty new actually. But our yellow and white Cub, 1965 yellow and white Cub, this seat was originally on it. But this one has cushion in it, and my grandpa usually drives this one, and it hurts his back a lot. And he has to get back surgery because he's broke his back, which I'll explain later probably. He would just put it on this one, and he hasn't driven it, like, actually cultivated or anything with it recently, but it should be working pretty good. And next, I had a thought. So this will be the second comment if you do comment on it. This is a, oh man, it came out of Massey Ferguson, but this is a, anyway, that's a model, it's a model or whatever engine, 152. It's running about 40 or so horsepower. It's a diesel, and it is from Massey Ferguson. We have room to put this adapter plate on it right there. Right there. We got to customize it to this engine, so then we can put it on the Super C if we want to. But as I said, my brother has a C, and turns out I'm standing right next to it. What's special about this C, but we're just going to paint it red anyway. It's actually originally a demonstrator, so that's pretty nice. But we're just going to end up painting it red since he doesn't want to paint it white. Don't know why. And the old Yamaha Rhino 450 with old beautiful Chief in the back. How you doing, buddy? It's pretty tired today. And a lot of y'all have been asking this. This is not an actual dresser. That is the International. Somebody we bought it from put dresser decals on it, but I can't even explain why. But 1066 with a 1466 decals because we didn't have anything else to put on it at the time. But that's alright. And also, clearly the sticker came from White Plains, Georgia, but well, it had to because it's the place where we got it from. And then we drove back to our house. Just a weird kind of look around for it. Then we have all these and the stuff back there. B model, F20, Bush Hog, Harrow. That's the Ferguson planer. Another Harrow, gooseneck trailer with our four-wheel drive front axle for the truck that will go over there. And we got a subsoiler on the 1066 right now. And by the way, I'm showing you all this stuff so you can ask what I should make a video on. And I'll make a video on every single tractor that I have out here that every single person comments. So if somebody comments something like one of these tractors, like the 806, a C model, Cub, 450, 1066, forgot what model number, but we just call it the Dresser even though it's international. This truck, the Rhino 450, Yamaha Rhino 450, the new Super C, the 656, 354, this customer's Cub, this Scout, this 39H or 39H back there, this A model, this 127 Cub Cadet, and that whatever, I think it's 856, these two F12s, and this F12 we're working on, this this tractor we call Henry, or the Scout, or just the shop. And also, this used to be an old pulling tractor, but I don't really like pulling, but I will if y'all want me to. This is the Super C grill. I just had it up there after we fixed it a long time ago. I guess he just left it up there for looks or if he wanted it. But the old Super C's ready to get it back into it. Other than that, here's the A parts. So, there's a lot to talk about with this A. But, I don't know, thinking about it, that's really weird. This wheel, see how thick it is, right? Finger width to it. This same one, finger width to it. That's weird. But Super A fenders, I don't know why. Pot seat we're going to have to replace. 280 tires, which we're probably going to have to replace. Dust cover and floorboard. And, of course, new front axle. A whole bunch of wood blocks to keep it up. Some jacks under it. And everything on that. Replacement tire, or spare tire, to put on that 127 Cub. And that's pretty much it. But, as I said, y'all can tell me to make a video on pretty much any of these. And every single comment, I will make a video on it. But you have to tell me what tractor it is, or at least try to describe it if you don't know. Or maybe get help from somebody else in the comments. I don't know. Or you could even make a video. I can make a video about smaller stuff like this pull or push plow up there. Or simple as just a piece of wood and its purpose over here. This motorless mini bike thing. Pressure washer. Even some pressure washer soap. I need some more ideas for videos. So y'all just give me an idea and I'll 90 to 100% do it. Could even be another video about this sweet dog. Alright, Chief. Say goodbye.